Hey guys, welcome to my student presentation, 3 Thresholds of Greater Complexity. Today I'm going to be talking about the Big Bang, the creation of stars, and new chemical elements. The Big Bang happened around 13.7 billion years ago. We don't exactly know what the right conditions and the right ingredients were that combined together to create the Big Bang. We can only speculate about those. The Big Bang led to space and time and matter and energy. Matter took the form of right after the Big Bang. It was hard to distinguish between matter and energy, but about a millionth of a second, I want to say, you could distinguish between matter and energy. Matter took the form of electrons and quarks fused together to create protons and neutrons. Energy took the form of electromagnetism and gravity. The material for everything that we need to create the universe that we live in and everything on the Earth now, mountains, northern lights, everything that picture, those building blocks all came from the Big Bang. The second threshold is the creation of stars. For the first 2 million years after the Big Bang, the universe was in complete darkness. There were no stars, there was no sun, no light. This was called the Dark Ages of the universe. At this time, the universe was very homeostasis, which meant that there wasn't a lot of variation. It was all about the same temperature and same density. But there were small pockets that had a greater density and greater heat, and gravity was able to work on those pockets and push them together and form these big clouds of hydrogen and helium. And the hydrogen and helium in those clouds are knocking together, and that's getting hotter and hotter, which is creating them to knock together faster and faster. And finally, they reach a degree of 10 million degrees. That's when nuclear fusion happens. So the inside of the star is super hot and it's pushing out against the gravity pushing in. That stabilizes the star. The third threshold of greater complexity is creation of new chemical elements. When these are created by the collapse of stars, when hydrogen and helium are fusing together, they're burning up, and when hydrogen gets all used up, the star collapses, creating a large surge of energy that heats everything up even more, and it gets so hot that the helium nuclei fuses into carbon nuclei, and then that process restarts. The helium and carbon are fusing together until all the helium burns out. Then the star collapses again, and it keeps doing that. It goes through oxygen, silicon, nitrogen, and eventually iron. Supernova is the result of big, super dense stars collapsing. There's so much energy when a supernova that it lights up the entire universe. It's so hot that when it collapses, it's able to go through that cycle enough times that it creates every chemical element on the periodic table. And then it pushes all of those elements out into the universe. And then that lays the ground for threshold number 4. Thank you so much for watching my student presentation. Here are my sources.